So in this section, we would be talking about Java database connectivity. So what are the steps we are going to follow? First, what we will do is we will download and install MySQL. We would be using MySQL as a database. Second thing is we would be downloading the jar file, which is the connector, and adding it in our Java build path. And the third is we would be creating a Java program to connect to the database. Now, one thing what you can do is you can go to MySQL website and you can download the community version of MySQL. So this is the place from where you can download MySQL database over here. You can choose the community version. Okay, MySQL community downloads, and you can download the MySQL installer from here. The installation steps are quite simple. You can just follow the steps and the installation would be completed. Now, once you have done that, you need to open the MySQL workbench and then you can enter the username and password and log in into MySQL. So this is how it looks like. These are just basic queries what I have written. So this once you log in into that, you would be able to see the different databases. These are inbuilt databases which comes with the installation. So for our learning purpose, we would be taking this Sakila database. You can click over here and here you can see different tables, views, store, procedure and functions. Inside this tables, these are the different tables which is inbuilt and present, and you can just query over here. So how to do that? You can just click on file, go to new query tab. This will open a new window. You can type your query and click on this to execute it. So this is a query SQL file which I have created, and this contains all simple queries for your brush up. So I assume you would be having a knowledge on SQL, basic SQL commands, but still if you don't have, you can go through these queries which I have created. I would be putting it inside the resources folder. You can download it from there and you can run it and use it. So we have completed the first step of installing MySQL. The second step would be to download the jar file and add it to our Java build path. We can come to this Maven repository. You can just go to Google and type Maven repository, and you can then search for MySQL connector, and you can come over here MySQL connector. And if you're using a Maven project, if you have knowledge about Maven, you can directly add this into your pom.xml file. If not, then we can go through the basic step, like you can click on the jar over here. A jar file will be downloaded. Once that is downloaded, you can add that jar file in the Java build path of your project. So here you can see this is my project name and I need to add it. So I have downloaded the file, and once it is downloaded, you can create a folder over here, like go to this Java Basics, right click on it and click on new. Then you can choose this folder over here. Once this folder is created, you can just give any name. In our case, I have given jar files, and you can just paste the MySQL connector jar file over here. Once that is done, just click on Java Basics, right click, go to the properties. Once you go to the properties, you can go to the Java build path, click on this and click on add jar files. Okay, once you have done that, you can open this your project over here, Java Basics. Just expand it over here, and you can choose the jar files over here and click on this and click on OK. I have already added this, so I won't be clicking on OK. So in your case, you can add this connector and click on OK, and over here click on apply and close. So once that is done, the next step is to create a Java program. Just create a package or a class, whatever you feel is correct. I would ideally recommend you to create a package, JDBC, to keep your work separate. Then create a Java file, and once you do that, inside the main method, if you can see, we just have to write one line to get the connection. Okay, you can just write connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection, and inside that you can just pass JDBC, then MySQL. This is localhost because we have installed it in our local machine. This is the port number 3306. This is the name of the database. This is my username and this is the password. Once you do that, the next statement is just printing that the connection is established. Now, since this throws a SQL exception, you need to catch it. Either you can write a try catch block or you can just write throws SQL exception. This statement is just connecting the closing the connection. Okay, and if I just execute this, we would be seeing the output as connection established. Now let me execute this, and the connection is established. So we are now able to connect MySQL database from Java. So this is how the Java database connectivity works. So for looking into the import statements, you can just expand this, and these are the different packages what needs to be imported. So you don't have to do it manually. Once you write over here, you can choose this option and you can click on import. So import will be it will import the right packages for you. Okay. So this is all about Java database connectivity. In the next section, we will see about statement, prepared statement, and the result sets, how you can interact with the connect to the database and fetch the results from there. Thank you.